It's an issue many folks are running into. They answer their phone thinking it's somebody from Nebraska. Turns out it's not. The caller is from far away, selling you something, or maybe even worse. This bill would try and stomp that out. Crystal Rhodes is on her 4th year on the Nebraska Public Service Commission, and she's heard complaints about phone spoofing throughout her time on the regulatory board.
It's a huge problem.
Spoofing occurs when a caller disguises their phone number on your caller ID. When you pick up, they'll often try to trick you into giving personal information.
These phone numbers become pirated by people who don't always have the best intentions.
That's the voice of Senator Steve Halloran, who introduced the bill, which would fine any caller that illegally spoofs calls.
They won't be able to use 402 or 308 numbers as their kind of lead-ins, which is oftentimes why people pick up the call.
Rhodes says this bill would give the commission a tool and is a good start. But if the bill is passed, it wouldn't stop the problem. To do that, Congress would need to take the legislator's lead.
It wouldn't stop them from placing a call from, say, an Iowa number, Kansas number, or a number anywhere else in the country. They would still be able to make these spoofing calls. They just wouldn't show up as local Nebraska calls.
Opponents like the Nebraska Telecommunications Association disagree, saying the bill would have no effect because those callers aren't even in Nebraska.
The goal of legislating is noble, but it isn't practical. And the reason is because the spoofers and the bad actors that are perpetrating these scams aren't from Nebraska, and very likely they're not even from the United States.
Now, the FCC is pushing to end the practice on the federal level. Karstensen told me over the phone that the telecommunications industry would likely welcome that. In the studio, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
Senator Halloran's bill has co-sponsors from registered Republican and Democratic senators, making him optimistic his bill can get to the governor's desk.